What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz the man. And I was thinking about it. School just started. The first couple weeks have just begun for our young men and women. And I was just thinking and how, young men can set themselves up to be aspiring and good men out here. Thinking of new things to talk about with y'all. And for this video, I'm going to direct it to my young men out there. So if y'all got sons, nephews, if you want to share this video with them, do so. But I was just thinking man, I wish I had a man to tell me man things back in the day that would set me up for success in school. And one of the most important times and one of the most important weeks in your school year is that first week. And trust and believe, Sealz made a lot of mistakes just in that first week alone. But I've been through the fire, and now I'm gonna send my knowledge and the things I've learned, the history of my scars from school, and I'm gonna give y'all some gems to just consider when it comes to that first week or so of school. And also, if you like my content, if you like understanding the mind of young men as well as good men, please subscribe. It's that red box below. Also, please comment, share this video to all those young men out there that need this, because I'm all for the betterment. So let's get to it. So the first thing I want y'all to know is I want y'all to be smart, not just hardworking, because I'm sure y'all hear this a lot, that you have to work hard to achieve your dreams. You have to work hard to get what you want in life. You have to work hard. That ain't it. You have to work smart, especially in today's time, because our ancestors, those who came before us, those who paved the way for us, worked hard. They worked more than hard, enough for us to work smart today. They worked so hard for their future, which is us. And now you're our future. So you're like their future times 10. But anyway, they worked so hard so that we wouldn't have to work as hard today. So let me not confuse you. I'm not telling you to become lazy and lethargic. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to use your brain more than your physical abilities to achieve in today's society, to achieve in today's world, because everything is made of the mind in these days. Yes, you still have to use these hands and your feet and your body to get things going, to accomplish things, but your mind will always be the other side of that working hard philosophy. Because if you just work hard without thinking about what you're doing, you're going to run yourself into a wall, and you're going to continue running into a wall. But you're going to think, if I run hard enough, I'm going to run through this wall one day. While the one who's thinking smart is looking at you and saying, I don't want to be that person. So what I'm going to do is get a drill or dynamite. I'm going to bust a hole through this wall, and now I'm going to get through this wall way faster than that person. So which person do you want to be? Exactly. So in being smart, you have to realize that you have so many resources these days. You got computers in your school, computers in your library, computers in your hand, in your phone. You got video games. There's no excuse not to work smart these days. Back in the day, you had to actually go to a library. You had to actually read a book. You had to actually get tutored by someone in person. Nowadays, you can get tutored online. You can Google something. It'll tell you the answer immediately. But the problem with that is now making our young people lazy. You don't want to be lazy, right? You want to achieve your goals, right? So you have to adapt your mindset to today's times and to today's temperature. Use your resources, and they are widely available today. There is no excuse. The second thing I want you to incorporate into your school year this year, man, I want you to learn the mindset and philosophy of one thing at a time. I want you to focus on one class at a time. I want you to do one assignment at a time. I want you to learn and master one thing at a time. Because what young Sealz did back in the day was that he tried to do everything at one time. He tried to multitask. He tried to be a macho man and do so many things at one time to impress other people. and to get things done faster. But man, oh man, was that a mistake. Because when you share your focus on multiple things, you're not giving your 100% to each of those things. So say for instance, you're focusing on 5 things at a time, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna split 100% of 5. So you're gonna split that 100% 5 ways. That's 20% of your focus on each thing on average. So that means you're not gonna get the result that you think you're getting because you're not putting your all into each thing. But if you were to take 100% of your focus and focus on one thing at a time, you will get that thing done faster. You will get, if you were to focus 100% of your focus on each of those 5 things at one time, you will get all 5 of those things done quicker and more efficiently. That kind of goes back to the first point of being smart and not just working hard. Also, don't stress over homework. When you look at your homework, still having the mindset and philosophy of one thing at a time, do one problem at a time. And if you feel like you can't solve one problem, move on to the next. Then transfer all of your energy that you were used on that problem to the next problem. But don't think about the last problem. Move on. Then when you're done, get back to that problem. Use your resources, use your parents, use whatever you got. Because once again, you have resource galore nowadays to get the answer for that question. The third thing I want to say is be yourself. Being yourself is good enough. Being someone else is the worst thing you can do. So back to young Sealz, I saw all the cool kids in school. They had the most expensive and nice sneakers. They had the most name brand shirts and clothes. They had everything that I thought I wanted. And what I mean by thought I wanted is because I wanted it back then. But my mindset wasn't mature, and I thought that if I was to wear the same things they wore, I would be cool like them because they have the standard of what cool is, right? What I was doing was dismissing my own personality. I was dismissing my own coolness. Your cool is not based on what the crowd think is cool. Your cool is based on what you think is cool. And what you think is cool might not be what other people think is cool, and that's okay. Because in a lot of cases, those things that people don't think is cool somehow turns out to be cool later on in the future. I mean, back in my day, wearing baggy clothes and clothes that didn't fit you, clothes I can't even fit right now if I tried to. Imagine young Sealz wearing a 4X shirt. That was me. I was that guy. But now look, dudes are wearing tight jeans and tight clothing, things that you would get cracked on if you wore back in the day. Fashion is always changing. The standard community, general public's vision of cool always changes. So do not vest in today's or this generation's coolness. The only constant of cool is what you think is cool. That's the only thing that's going to remain constant. And if you want to change something in your coolness, then you have the right to do that. But someone else does not have the right to dictate what's cool to you. Also, thinking this way will fortify your self-confidence. This will solidify or help solidify who you are. And no other person can sway that. That is what you want. I swear, if I knew my personality, if I knew who I was, or if I would have went with what I thought was cool back in the day, my school years would have been so much easier. Because I wasn't stressing and working to try to buy Jordans to keep up with the other cool kids in my class in school. I wouldn't worry about that. I would wear what I want to wear. So know what your cool is and stick with it. The fourth thing is, pay attention to this. Watch out for fake friends. And I promise you, in school, you will come across a fake friend or fake friends, especially if you have something or your family has something that they want. I remember back in the day, if you had a car in high school, you were considered a high demand friend. Like people will just come to you and make themselves friendly to you because they know you have a car. They know they can come to you if they need to get somewhere after school or go to the movies on the weekends because you have a car. Watch out for those people. So the way to figure out who's trying to use you, who's trying to be a leech to you, is to figure out their intentions. If this person is coming to you and always asking or requesting from you the same thing all the time, then that means they want that thing from you. They are using you for that thing. And let me be real, kids they don't think as much as they should. So a lot of them will actually tell on themselves. So if you just pay attention, you'll see it. This is another way to learn more about people. When you start to pay attention to what they say and how they move, their mannerisms, their body language, this will prepare you for adulthood. Because in adulthood, this is a must-have. As I say, peopleology, and I am a peopleologist because I've learned so much from just watching people, learning their ways, the science of communication. All of this started in school. And another thing with the first week of school is that everyone is brand new. Everyone has their best clothes on. Everyone has, their best attitudes. They're trying to, show off. So everything is fake. It's those later weeks in the school year that you start to figure out who people really are. And so does the teachers, I'm sure. So once again, watch out for the fake friends. Your real friends will be there with you no matter what, always, and they won't ask you for things unless they really need to, but it won't be their first thing or their first face to you. You'll feel it. Go with your feelings. Think on your feelings. Go with your consciousness. Your mind will always tell you which way to go. The fifth thing I want you to know and really be serious about is to have a goal. Stick with your goal and do everything and whatever it takes to achieve that goal. I wish I knew this because for me, school was just another place to chill with my friends, go to class when I want to, get these grades from my parents. I didn't really have a solid goal, and the goal is education. And I don't want to sound like, a boring teacher or parent, but I'm being real with you. Education is so important. And you're going to learn that later on in your life as an adult. Whether you go to college or trade school or start your own business, you're going to need that education that they were teaching in high school and all the other schools to be successful in those things. So whatever your goal is, to graduate with honors, to graduate, to be the best on your sports team, to be the best debater on your debate team, whatever your goal is, stick with it. Don't waver in it. Use all your resources to get that goal. And you know what one of the greatest resources are? And it's for free. And they know a lot. And they're right in front of your face. It is your teacher. Yes. Your teacher can help you so much. You see, like kids just go to class thinking that, they have to do these tests and they have to listen to the teacher to get these grades and make their parents happy. But what they're not understanding is your teacher is a fountain of knowledge. They know so much and they can help you get into colleges and schools that you want to get into or trade schools or whatever you want. They have the knowledge and the people and the networking to get you there. But if you want to be a class clown and you want to skip class, then you're going to skip your success. And this is called networking. If you skip networking, you will skip your success. Networking makes your success come faster. It exposes you to people you never even thought about, dreamed of, to opportunities you never could fathom. But until you're exposed to those opportunities, until you're exposed to those different people, you won't know. But your teacher can help you get there. And now you have YouTube. There's no excuse to not find out how to get to your goals. You get it for free right here. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Worry about what you're doing, because I promise you, if you focus on your goal, if you stick with your goal, if you do whatever it takes to get to that goal right now, you're planting a seed for your future. Because don't get it twisted. Your future is going to come here faster than you think, because it happened to me. I was like, man, I remember when I was in high school. Now I'm a grown adult. Where did the time go? I wish I didn't waste my money and my time back then. I would have so much money right now. And piggybacking off of learning from adults, this is my bonus tip. Listen to your parents. Not only do they have the best intent for you, they have what's best at heart for you. When they say they've been there and done that, please believe it. Because I was that kid that, my mom would say, I've been there and done that. I'm like, there's no way you've been there and done that. You haven't been in these shoes in these times. It's different back then. But now that I know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And it's so true. And you're going to see. So thank you for watching, man. Good luck with your school year this year. Make sure you incorporate all these things. And I wish the best for you, especially in becoming a stellar young man and becoming one day a stellar man. Good luck with your school year and peace and blessings. Goodbye.